Whoa, 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 Brandon.
What up,
Happy
boy?
Tuesday. Happy
Yeah, it's
Tuesday.
weird, but life happens sometimes. Things come up, so push it back a day. It's okay.
We gotta do what we gotta do. How's it
Gotta do what
kicking?
you gotta do.
How's it kicking over there?
It's good. Good. Sports world's, making me happy. Football's almost back. So
My
Mets
gosh, the
Braves right now, big
preseason,
series. Yeah.
Mets, Braves, apparently.
Big
My
big
money's
times.
on the
I would
Mets.
okay. Okay.
Have to humble you before we get into this.
Okay.
Because this is why. My debate question, we will fight. Like, we will fight.
I read that over in the notes a moment ago, and I am just confused on like wherever when you went away to Cali for the couple weeks you did, you came back this weird spiritual animal guy, and I'm now worried for you.
This was inspired by a TikTok I saw.
That's even worse. You're now inspired by
You
TikTok.
rather it be me in like a Mulan type of situation.
Honestly, next time just hop on the TikTok account and just do it and just see what happens. I think that's what you do from now on.
Honestly, yeah, but I want you to be a part of it. Like then you won't be.
I'll do it afterwards.
It's just like three heads right there.
Yeah. All right,
Okay.
let's get into it. Let's hear this.
Are you ready?
No.
So you're standing there. You're at work. You got your work belt on. Okay. I don't know. There's 100 birds flying straight at you, and you just get the sense they want to kill you. Who's winning? Who's winning?
What type of birds?
Okay, obviously not hawks or eagles. Like let's just get
That's
those
what I
out of the way.
was. Let me just clarify that. Yeah.
But like those like smaller birds. Like
Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. 100 birds are coming, and I'm dead. There's no way I'm living through 100 birds.
there's literally no scenario in which I die.
Dude, every
There's
scenario
only
you die.
there's only one scenario where I get a scratch along my eye, but that's the only scar I have.
Oh wow, so you unscathed. Okay.
I need you to understand
Okay.
that if 100 birds are coming at me, one, I will find the largest stick around or rocks, and I will chuck that thing. Okay. And that stick, I'm going to do one of these guys. But then I'm going to grab another one of them, and I'm going to use that as my weapon.
Have you seen Home Alone before? The Home Alone movies.
I am aware.
So you know the part with the bird seed in the park where they get attacked by birds. You're saying that if that happens to you, you're going to be able to not only not get a scratch on you, but you're not going to scream like a little girl, and you're not
No,
going to like.
I'll be honest. I said I'll have one scratch on me along my eye.
Buddy, I'm sorry. I love you. I do. But sometimes you say
Watch this
things.
move right here. Watch this move right here.
Okay.
All of them
Right.
gone.
Right in
Tornado.
there, you hit 2, and then the other 98 just came at your face. You hit 2 in the spin. That's it. I'm sorry.
You're done.
You're forgetting that they can come from the sky at you also. You're gonna be like worried about the ones that coming at your face, like the eye level, and you're
Okay.
just gonna look up and there's gonna be 50 coming straight down at you.
That's fine. Okay, I'll admit I might have a concussion, but I won't lose and I won't die.
Honestly, I would accept defeat. I feel like if 100 birds come at me, it's my time. Like there's like I'm just like, you know what? It is what it is. Like I did something in life where I just don't deserve this anymore.
You don't deserve life in general.
Like if I see 100 pigeons coming at me, I'm just gonna be like, okay, cool. 100 doves. Well, at least they're pretty coming at me. 100 geese. 100 geese. You're telling me you can survive 100 geese?
No, but those are pretty big.
100 geese.
I said small, like a mockingbird. I could take a mockingbird.
They would mock you because you die.
If we're gonna go off of birds, 100 flamingos running at me, I am dying. Like I will admit that.
I'm just jumping on a roof. They can't get to me then. Oh, I'm 2 feet off the ground. See ya. Oh god, I worry about your brain sometimes. I really do.
That was fun though. That was fun.
It was hilarious. But I just like, what makes you think? You like watch TikTok. You're like, 4 a.m. I got the question for next pod right here. right here.
My first thought was, oh, I'll definitely be able to take him. My second thought was, I need to see if Brandon could take him.
Like, I feel like I'm being realistic, but if I wanted to be the cocky self I am, 100 birds is nothing. I need 1,000 to really be a challenge. Like
That's what I'm saying. Like honestly, like 1,000 questions. I have questions. Did they eat? Did I eat? Like what's happening? If I'm full, they got me. But if I'm hungry, it's on.
Okay, what happens if it's like you're sitting in your computer chair right now and they like 100 come through your window instantly? Like at that point, you don't have time to prepare. Don't if you pick up a water? No, it's not enough.
This hydro flask? You're telling me I could kill a human? 100 birds?
I'll give you 60 birds with that. There's another 40 though. I'll give you 60. That's respectable.
So 20 and 20, and I'm good.
Let's get into some football, bro. Let's do it.
Going from birds to one side, we might as well just start the football news talking about the bird teams. I think that's a pretty good segue.
Let's not talk about the Falcons. We don't need to talk about that bird team.
I mean, I don't even know if they exist currently.
They do.
To be honest,
it's kind of like the Washington Nationals. They're a team, but that's about it. I can throw shade back real fast at you.
Oh, we're on it. Oh, I cannot wait for the debate. Okay. Lamar Jackson negotiating his contract.
Buddy, hire an agent. Hire an agent. Hire an agent. I can only say that so many times. Hire an agent.
He needs to get his bag too. Like hire an agent and get your bag. Stop. I don't know what you're trying to reset the market after Deshaun, which is someone we're going to talk about in a minute. But I mean, just get your money. You are like a mobile quarterback. Like you are the scenario in which could get hurt at any point in time.
I was gonna say exactly. Like he's gonna be week 6 of the season, still negotiating. My bad. His mom will be negotiating at that point for him.
Yes.
And then he's gonna break his leg. God forbid. I would hate that. I really would, because he's great to watch, fun to watch. But it's like if you get hurt, okay, we'll give you 15 million now. It's like you just lost everything.
Yeah.
Like if this isn't done by the regular season, I think next year as a free agent he goes somewhere else.
Agreed. Totally agree. And if he makes it healthy throughout the season, I mean, that's just a question mark. I just think he needs to get his money and get an agent. Like that's all you need to focus on right now. And then you could just focus on playing football and not have to worry about the other stuff,
Yeah.
Next bird team. And I think this is the most, I'm getting secondhand embarrassment from just even talking about it. Kyler Murray signs his contract.
Do you remember how much exactly? Let's see if I have not. You go ahead.
I think it was 200 mil.
I'm gonna look. I have it somewhere, I think. Go ahead and
within the contract of X amount of dollars that Brendan's gonna find, he has a clause in which that he needs to study at least 4 hours a week.
No, that they removed that, but still, the fact that they put that in there at all,
and he signed his name to it.
Yeah, it's 230.5 with 160 guaranteed for 5 years.
The fact that he signed that contract with that clause is just you admit that you aren't doing it. You know what I mean?
They took it away in time, but still, it's just like, why would you even debate that? Like, it just shows he doesn't study. And I don't know. The Arizona team, in my opinion, is they're really good week 1 through 8.
Yeah.
But then the second half of the season, it's just like an utter tank every time. And Kyler's a good quarterback, but I don't think he's worth that much.
He's not.
And that's the problem. He's not. And Lamar wants that type of money. If Kyler gets that, Lamar wants that.
But Lamar's tweeting about Kyler.
Yeah.
The issue with Kyler is like right now, me and you, we're doing this pod. If we came on here and we were like, yo, I don't know what I'm doing, we're implying that we haven't done our homework. He admitted to not doing his homework.
Yeah.
That is so bad. Like, I just don't understand. But he's also getting paid 200 and
yeah, it's kind of important though, as that position, to study game film. Just saying.
Oh, just Kyler, if you're watching, do your job, please.
If you are watching, please come at me with all the heat though. I would love that.
I'll
Because
sue him.
you're gonna end up going 7-10. So
That's very generous too.
yeah,
That's
they,
extremely generous, I think.
they play a couple trash teams.
One. The 49ers is not a trash team.
Let's look at their schedule real fast.
Are we doing this? We're gonna do this.
I was thinking they
Walk
played
me
the
through it.
Lions. I was thinking they played the Lions. That's why I said trash teams.
What, 7 times? No, they're not. Sorry. Also, did you see that if Football Pro Focus, whatever, their bold take is that the Lions make the playoffs?
I mean, I can also make a bold take that I'll make an NFL team, but some things just don't happen.
Hey, thank you. Thank
some things
you.
just don't happen. Okay.
Walk me through their schedule right now.
Yep. So play Kansas City,
L.
Las Vegas Raiders,
L.
Los Angeles Rams,
L.
Carolina Panthers,
Dub.
Philadelphia.
L.
Okay. Seattle, that's a dub. New Orleans, it's prime time. There's a chance that they could upset.
I like New Orleans though.
I hate you.
I like New Orleans.
Shut up. Okay, Minnesota. I don't know about that.
100%.
No.
Rams, I'm not even trying to be a jerk, but like 100%.
Seattle again. Rams again. San Francisco. Depends who's playing quarterback.
I don't think it matters.
Chargers. New England. I think they win New England. I do. Mac Jones, I think, is not it.
I agree.
Denver. Tampa Bay. Go ahead and put down the win. I mean, the L column. Falcons. You can put a dub for Cardinals on that
Thank you.
one.
Okay, because
Yep.
I wanted to skyrocket. That thumb couldn't have come up faster.
And San Francisco again. I don't think they lose to San
5 and
Francisco
12.
both games.
5 and 12.
I mean, it's close. 5 and 12.
5
7
and 12.
10,
6 and 11.
6, 7 and 10. They're all close. They're all. It's good. They're not making playoffs.
They will barely be able to make it to the barbecue. Like honestly.
Yeah.
But Aaron Rodgers is another team. I don't know what to expect from them. I mean, I just feel like this guy's whole season last year is a walking contradiction of where we are currently. And now with Devontae not being there, man, I don't see this team. I think this division is Minnesota's to lose.
I honestly fully disagree. I think Aaron Rodgers is just too good of a quarterback. I hate him. I hate him with a passion.
I know. This is why it's making me think, like, am I the drama? But 100% I'm not.
No, it doesn't matter that Devontae Adams is gone, I feel like. Like it's the same as Tom Brady effect. Like he's just gonna throw to whoever. And
Name 3 of their wide receivers. Name 1 of their wide receivers outside of Allen Lazard.
So Aaron Rodgers is a good quarterback. That's all I got for you.
Exactly. So that is.
I don't think it matters. I still think he's good enough. He can backpack a team. That's the thing, because it's not going to be a question of can they score points. It's can their defense stop the other team from scoring more points. Like Aaron Rodgers can throw the ball in the perfect spot. It doesn't matter who your receiver are. As long as you can catch it, you're fine.
But can they catch it?
If Aaron Rodgers is throwing to you, you better be able to catch it. Otherwise, he will cut you.
He will cut you. Not from the team
Like,
with a knife. Like he will cut you.
Yeah. I think I still see them making playoffs. As good as Minnesota can be, there's no way one of those teams will be wild card. The other one will be winning their division.
I think that's a good take. And I just think Minnesota wins it. Straight up.
I think it really just depends on how Minnesota's who's their quarterback right now. I can't believe it.
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, like he's good, but he has to be the good Kirk Cousins all year long.
Yeah, but I mean Dalvin Cook got hopefully staying healthy.
I mean that's the other thing is can Dalvin Cook stay healthy?
So
but
now to a team that They're done. Before it started, they're done.
Well, surgery
Zach Wilson-
surgery was a success for Zach Wilson though. So there's that for the Jets. It went well.
2 to 4 weeks. He tore or fractured or something his meniscus in the game, and the first preseason game.
Yeah, for trying to get like an extra 5 yards instead of just stepping out of bounds. Like what? I don't know. He'll be back. He'll be back like week 4 at the latest. Even if it's like a longer
recovery
injury than they hope. But I don't see it mattering.
It doesn't matter at all. Honestly, it might be better that he's hurt. It might.
Another high draft pick.
Get another draft. God only knows.
Zach Wilson, people have high hopes for, but if he
who else I have high hopes for?
Don't say it. Don't come at me. Please don't.
Gosh, I want to say it, Josh Nasser. But we both know where we're gonna go. We both know where we're gonna go.
Yeah, well, it sucks because I was kind of looking forward to see how he did, like how he actually played with like some better pieces around him.
Much love, Josh. By the way, I just have to say that
sure.
He's gonna go back to AB. We're gonna go back to the Jets, and we're not gonna go anywhere. So it's just it doesn't matter.
Wow. Okay. A team that will go somewhere though. Russell Wilson's team, the Broncos.
I can't wait for the debate on this. I can't wait for the debate on this, bro. We're gonna have to talk about the AFC West.
So scary.
I think this is bold take third best team in the division.
That's the scary part. Like they could be the third best. Who's the 4th team in that division? Not even in conversation. Can't even think of teams right now.
It's the Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers.
Yeah, so the
Broncos.
The scary, the sad part is the Raiders are probably the worst team in that division, and they're not a bad team.
I wouldn't say the Raiders are the worst team in that division.
If you say the Chiefs or the Chargers right now, which
we'll
you're gonna have to say,
we'll wait.
Okay,
we'll wait. Okay. Cowboys, the team no one ever wants to talk about. I just think it's funny.
But they're America's team.
I just think it's funny
Always a
how
laughing
they
stocks.
lost last year off of a penalty, and they start the season off with 17 penalties in their first game.
How many were defensive? Do you know?
I have no idea, actually.
Because shout out Dan Quinn, great head coach of the Falcons who blew us the Super Bowl, who's now their defensive coordinator. That he's a great guy, and I really hope he does so well with 17. I'm assuming 15 penalties are on the defense. Honestly, I really do. I assume because he has space tacklers, and they're hungry for something. I can't remember the quote he said because it was stupid. But the whole East and the NFC is just a laughing stock in my opinion.
Okay, calm down right now. The Eagles are good, and the Commanders are on the come up.
Commanders are Commanders. That's
Carson Wentz looked pretty good. They have me hoping that Carson Wentz does well. Do you understand how desperate I am for something?
Well, I mean, your Nationals aren't going to win anything. Your Lions aren't, so you might as well root for some team that has a chance to win at least 2 games.
The Lions have a better chance than the Commanders, I will say.
Yeah, that's because they have a they have a quarterback.
They have a coach. That's all we need.
They have a coach that says good speeches.
Great speeches. You will fight for this guy. But the Cowboys, I honestly, they're done. I just don't see. They lost too many pieces on defense, which is what made them relevant last year. Their offensive line improved. I don't see it.
Do you think Dak Prescott stays their quarterback long term, or do you think that they end up trading him away?
They won't trade him away. I think they hire Sean Payton next year. I think they keep the team and they just get a new head coach.
Sorry,
I felt your toes curl when I said that.
I saw Sean Payton in the league again. Well, don't like him.
On to the next one. Deshaun Watson, the person we all wanted to talk about, and so did 24 other women want to talk about him. Somehow is playing football, I guess. Got a
I
6-game
am
suspension, appealed
so
by the league, which I
disappointed.
don't understand. That they wanted the
So-
year, but they gave
so-
him 6, and now they have to appeal
No,
it to
so-
get it the year.
So they wanted a year. They didn't personally give him 6. They gave it to a court, and the court gave him 6. But then Goodell was like, "That's not enough, so we're gonna appeal it," because they had 72 hours to appeal it. And now Goodell has appointed someone else, basically saying this is what we should have him suspended for, whatnot. And then the whole him coming out with the comments of "I'm so sorry," like I'll pay whatever fines you want, but it's like no, the dude deserves at least a 1-year suspension in my opinion. At least
At
if you're
the
gonna
bare
give
minimum.
if you're gonna give Calvin Ridley a year for betting on his own team, like 40K on his own team, and you're gonna give a guy who has probably more women out there as well who think
He
he's a
had
sexual
60
predator.
different
Yeah.
massage therapists.
Yeah, like the dude, I don't know how he's even playing. I don't know how you don't give him at least a year. The dude should be suspended at least 1 year, as I said, and then as well as not fining him until next year when he actually gets all of his money, and you should fine him 50 million.
At least.
Make him like the dude's gonna get. You can't take away all his money. He's got paid because that I also don't know how the NFL owners allowed that to happen, but it is what it is. The dude's getting mad money. But if you find him this year, he gets 1 million. That's it. Like you have to find him next year.
Exactly. Or have it trickle into next year. Like, which is warranted. Like,
Yeah.
well deserved. I don't get it. But hopefully this appeal process at least gives it some sort of
I also
due
just would
justice.
love everything to like make it where he doesn't play, just so the Browns can be the Browns again. Like just continue being the Browns.
Just stick at what you're good at.
Yeah.
Be irrelevant, please.
Exactly.
You could go
But-
stand with the Commanders and the Lions and just
Exactly.
exist. Yeah.
A step down below the Falcons.
No, the Falcons are there with us, by the way, buddy.
Not the Lions. I would say we're a step above the Lions.
There's no way on this earth.
Well, good thing for the Falcons, we fly, so we're not on Earth, unlike
Do
the
you
Lions.
not remember when we did the little thingy-majiggy the other day,
Oh, no.
like a month ago?
Yeah, no, I remember.
I had a
it
better
still
record
hurts.
than you guys.
Did you though?
On paper, we both agreed that
But both teams are so bad. Doesn't even matter. Both teams
no,
are so
but
bad.
so we're on the same level.
Okay, fine.
Anywho,
Anyhow, though,
let's get
if
into the
Deshaun
debates.
Watson does get suspended, this kind of ties into the debate because the 49ers might trade Jimmy G over to Deshaun Watson. But if they don't, do you stick with Trey Lance? Because, I mean, it's clear Trey Lance time is now for the 49ers. But will it pay off? He looks good in the first preseason game, yes. But
Yeah, that throw looked legit too.
I like Trey Lance, I do. Jimmy G, I feel he's got robbed a bit. But he kind of knew last year was like he knew what's coming. So like the fact that he didn't get himself traded kind of like I don't know why like he wasn't like forcing a trade more. Because he can start. There's plenty of teams he can start for. Commanders, Lions, Falcons, Browns, Dallas, Cardinals,
Jets.
Carolina, Jets.
Like literally pick a
There's-
team
yeah.
outside of the AFC West and go there and you could do well. Like, okay, so what do you think? Like, I feel like there's two questions here. Do the Browns go for Jimmy G? Or like if they go for Jimmy G if he gets a year suspension, or should it be Jimmy G versus Trey Lance? Like,
If he gets a year suspension, I think they have to trade for him with how many pieces they have on the Browns team. Like they can't not go without a quarterback. They can't like they need a top tier quarterback in my opinion. Otherwise, all their signings are just wasted away.
that's a top tier quarterback though.
Compared to what other options they have at that point.
But they were the
Like-
ones that traded Baker.
Okay, he's not top tier quarterback, but
He's not top tier quarterback, but you have a
He's-
quarterback that you drafted the
he-
first
yeah.
round.
but Jimmy G is way better than Baker Mayfield. It's like it's hands down in my opinion.
I'm not denying that,
My thing is this:
but like
if
you
Deshaun
had a
Watson,
guy like Jimmy G already on your team.
yeah, but the second they traded for Watson, it was like I'm not going to play, so why am I here? That was the same problem the Falcons had when they tried to get Watson. Matt Ryan was like, okay, clearly you want someone else, so I want out too. If you trade for Deshaun Watson, every other quarterback on your team's like, we know who you want to start, so we're done. We're out. Trade me. But if he gets a year suspension, Jimmy G is their best option. It won't cost him crazy amounts because Jimmy G is a backup, and it's not like he's going to get to start right now.
But he is
The
not
problem is
technically a backup yet.
the we'll
We just
he is.
assume he is.
Yeah. But the only problem with this is you're gonna have to pay the man a 1 year like deal. Like he's not signing long term there.
Right.
He's gonna sign for 1 year, 30 mil. Something like not crazy top market, but he's not gonna go for like 15, 20 mil. He's gonna get paid that 1 year and then go into free agency. And if he proves himself there, that's gonna cause a frenzy in the offseason. I think what's best for him would be to go to the Browns. Because I think Trey Lance is going to end up being the quarterback for the 49ers majority of the season. Even if he has some rocky starts, I think they want to groom him into like their franchise quarterback. So for Jimmy G personally, I think his best option is Sean Watson getting a year suspension, him going to the Browns, him getting a 1 year deal, getting paid there, and then going into free agency and like especially if they make like a deep run or something. And then I can give me a team with decent players and I can make you a contender. And then he can get paid.
So do you think if Deshaun gets a year-long suspension, Jimmy G should then force his way out, is what you're saying?
I think he will be out at that point. I think honestly, I think if Deshaun Watson gets a year suspension, I think it's a done deal. I feel like they're like ready. Like the Browns and 49ers have signed a piece of paper. Like if this happens, let's do it.
I think whether or not Deshaun gets traded, Jimmy G is the starting quarterback for the 49ers this year.
That's bold. And you mean Deshaun Watson gets suspended, not traded,
even
suspended. No, you're saying yeah. Okay.
Suspended. Yes.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be traded. He's going to be starting with the 49ers. Like, just to answer both questions. No, I don't think the Browns should want him.
Do you think that he starts the whole season, or do you think Trey Lance takes over at some point?
I think he starts the whole season.
That might be the most bold prediction you have made ever.
The Padres from last week, dude. I came back from. This is the spiritual awakening, bro. This is the spiritual awakening.
We need. When I see you, we're gonna get some hookah and we're gonna have some drinks so we can go back to the Woodie that's actually has some self smarts.
This is why I think he will be starting. Like, the dude took them far.
Yeah, but
like, do I see a situation?
Shanahan has already said
that Trey Lance is next. Do I see a situation in which that like Trey Lance starts and then he struggles a lot or gets hurt? Yeah, like
Shanahan has said that Trey Lance is his guy basically without blatantly saying it. That's the problem. Like he wants Trey Lance.
I think he needs a little bit more time. Like, I think another season, and then think about this. The assets you will get for Jimmy G. If he takes them to another NFC Championship game, which is what has happened.
It's just it's such a bold
2 of
take.
the last
like
3 years, the assets you will get. Like, I don't think the Browns are going to give up that much. But if you could get a team like the Commanders struggling with Carson Wentz again, if you could get the Lions, or like just imagine the assets in the draft picks with a young quarterback, with a Deebo Samuel and a George Kittle, who they are waiting to play with them. Like, I see them getting some opportunities with Trey Lance throughout the season, but I think for the vast majority of the season, Jimmy G will be starting.
I just don't see how you can be right on this one. I will be shocked if you are. I'll be amazed if you are.
You got to
go
big or go home. You got to go big or go home.
That's not going big.
Notice how I'm not putting money on it.
I know you aren't.
I just need to understand. I need everyone.
Well, listen, I've debated in my head how much money to put on this because you're wrong. Like I am like hands down ready to drop like a nice like 4-figure number on this right now.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, we're not doing that. But I think it's more of a debate than people are giving it credit for. Because then why wouldn't he start last year?
If he starts week 1, when I'm visiting you,
You could punch me in the throat.
I was gonna get something out of it. I don't want to punch you. You have a
Okay,
hard
thank God,
enough.
because I crossed my fingers. I didn't want that to
I
happen.
was like, you have a hard enough life. You're a Lions fan. You're a Commanders fan. You're a Nationals fan.
It's a tough one.
You're a Wizards fan. I'll figure something out. But if Jimmy G starts week 1, we'll figure it out. But there's no chance.
It's okay. When you're here, you got to buy me dinner anyway.
I
So
know.
I'm chilling.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I can't wait to go to the nicest hookah bar in your area and you buy it when Trey Lance starts.
Well, okay. We're gonna just end that there. Let's get into like the debate that I really think could end friendships. Do you want to
Do you
do
want to
that
do this
or
debate? I was gonna say let's swap. Let's leave that
let's
last. So
swap
let's
it?
start. Let's
Okay,
go
I
to
love you.
how
We're
good are
doing
the
it.
Dolphins? How good do you think the Dolphins will be?
I've been toying with this all day because this is part of the other news. Tyreek Hill may be on drugs. Like he may be a drug addict because he said, and quote, Tua is as accurate or more accurate than Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. I love how that's the take you took from that from like a month quote, like a quote a month ago. That's the take you took from it.
He might be a druggie. Like I don't know. But like it's just in my head. And like I've been watching
Here's
some of
what I
their
want to
games
know.
and film. So
Has Tua had a receiver of like clearly not of Tyreek's caliber, but has he had a decent enough receiver where like he could have shown off the accuracy, or is it just like now that he has a top tier receiver? Like yes, he had Waddle. Yes, he had Waddle last year. But Waddle was still a rookie.
but
So
what does Waddle do that Tyreek doesn't? Like Jalen Waddle is a younger version of Tyreek Hill. He's fast as all could be. It's vertical routes. Like you get him a short passing situation, you have him run. Like that was what his game plan was, and he wasn't that accurate.
yeah, I mean,
I had more trust in their defense than their offense.
I think they're gonna be decent, but I just don't know how much I need. I won't lie. I don't watch the Dolphins play. I don't. Nor do I want to. Like whether or not like they're going to be decent because they have like they have great weapons. He doesn't have to be super accurate. As long as he's not throwing a pick, they're going to catch the ball, and their defense is solid. Do I see them winning the division though? I mean, me saying yes, basically saying that. I mean, the Jets aren't going to win it. That's clear.
That's clear. Are they better? The question is, are they better than the Patriots?
That's the question. Because I don't see 2 teams from this division making it. I don't see one of them getting a wild card spot.
No. I mean, we really would have to look at everyone's schedule just in the AFC West.
Even if I did, I don't see it happening. I don't see them getting. They're in the AFC. There's no way they get a wild card spot. Out like the West is going to take 1, possibly 2. Like there's no. That's what I'm saying. Like there's no way. I think it comes down to the last week of the season, and then the winner of that like week will get the division over the Dolphins and Patriots. Like whoever wins the last game, even if it's not between them, like I feel like they're going to be so neck and neck all season.
The Bills.
Well, they're in that division, aren't they? I was thinking of a different division there. I was already focused on the West. That's why I was confused. Yeah, my bad. Forgot about the Bills. Forgot about the team that I personally think could win the Super Bowl. Wow. See, we were talking about such subpar teams. I forgot like the elite team up there, like
Yeah. Well, it's because it's like a given, like the Bills.
Yeah. Like so they're gonna be fighting for the second spot, and that's it. Not wild card, just second spot in the division.
But I pulled up their schedule. Let's just walk through it. Let's just
walk. You tell me about it. Let's tell me about it.
Week 1, Patriots Dolphins.
That could be a. Where's it at?
Miami.
I'll say the Dolphins win it because they're at home.
Okay.
I'll give them that. Yeah.
Um, Dolphins at Baltimore.
I think Baltimore wins it. Baltimore has a good defense still.
Bills at Miami.
Bills.
Dolphins at Cincinnati.
That's a tough one.
That's the thing. You see what I'm saying? Like the Ravens.
I'm
Like
giving
the
Cincinnati.
Bills, obviously,
Yeah, I'm
but
giving
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. I'm giving it them because they have home field advantage in that game.
Okay, that's fair. I agree with you, but like it's just like every game I see them in it. Dolphins at Jets.
Oh, Jets hand down.
So we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
No, yeah. So they have 3.
No, they have 2.
No.
Patriots
Patriots.
and then Jets.
Oh.
They don't beat the Ravens. They don't beat the Bills. They don't beat the Bengals.
Oh, you're right. Okay, yeah, my bad too.
Vikings at Miami. I see Miami taking that. Steelers at Miami.
Miami. Steelers don't have a quarterback yet.
Dolphins at Lions.
So Dolphins are playing nobody. Okay.
Yeah, and then another nobody. Dolphins at the Bears. 6.
That game's gonna be interesting, actually. I think because that's gonna be deep enough in the season where if Justin Fields is decent.
But that defense.
I know, but I'm saying if Justin Fields is decent with it being at Soldier Field, it's deep enough where he could be like on a bit of a rhythm there. I could see an upset happening in that case, just because it's deep enough where Justin Fields could be on a rhythm.
Where would you put your money on at this exact moment?
At
Where
this
would we
exact
put
moment? Overtime. Dolphins win it overtime.
Okay, so Dolphins. Okay. But we'll give this like a question mark. We'll give this one a question mark. That's fair because I do see your point. I just think that defense losing Khalil won't be able to keep up with teams. And it will be a battle of offensive, but Allen Robinson left the Bears to go to so like I just don't know what that offense will be. Even if Justin Fields gets comfortable, that offensive line was never good. No running game. I see the Dolphins winning that. Browns at Dolphins. This one is 100% a question mark
because we don't know
what happens with Deshaun. But this is also week 7 when he comes back. So at the bare minimum, he will be back. If he's not there, then
but that's his first week. That's his first game of the season. Then.
So we're assuming that he's there.
If he is there, that's his first game of the season. I think Miami wins it either way, though.
The Texans at Miami.
You could have just give it. That team was so bad.
Dolphins at 49ers. They're in it, but I still 49ers coming out of it. Dolphins at Chargers. Okay, loss.
Yeah.
Dolphins at Bills, loss. Packers at Dolphins.
Packers.
Okay. Then Dolphins at Patriots.
Probably Patriots.
Okay.
What week is that?
16.
So that's like also like in snow.
Okay, we'll give them the L. But then the Jets at Miami, 9. So this is like a 9 to about 7 to 11 team.
Which is such a wide range in football, though.
But because they're so close, that's like we were being pretty conservative, I think, in some of our picks.
They have 11.
Beat the Ravens.
If they have 11 wins,
the
Bills have done something very bad. If they have 11 wins, the Bills are in trouble.
I don't think so. That's even with the Bills losing.
That's what I'm saying. If they have 11 wins, the Bills have to be worried, though. Like, that's going to be a much closer division than they had hoped.
Mm-hmm. But the Bills, I think priority isn't to beat the Dolphins. I think it's just to make it in the playoffs because it can go up against anyone.
I think the Bills win 13-14 minimum.
Oh, 100%.
So
I mean, I'm not even looking at their schedule. Honestly, I'm kind of done talking about the Dolphins because I think we proved the point that they're in every game. They're in it. But I don't know if they're actually a 7-win team or an 11-win team.
Yeah.
I think I lean more towards the 7.
I feel like I'm in the middle of the 9 spot right now. But
that's fair. I mean, when we look at the Bills schedule, I mean, Lord have mercy.
We don't need to do that.
I mean, every game is competitive.
Is it though?
The first 5 games. Rams, Titans, Dolphins, Ravens, Steelers, Chiefs, Packers, Jets, Vikings, Browns, Lions, sorry, Patriots. Like they could go 11 as well. Like just scanning.
I mean,
I see them going 11 to like
I was gonna say in
15.
the first 6 games you listed, they're probably gonna be 5-1 at the worst. Like,
so they'll be fine regardless of
Yeah.
how the season plays out. But I still see Miami making a good push, maybe. Like we don't know, but this is where we get into it. Sleeves rolling up.
you're not
AFC
worth
West.
you're not worth the sleeve roll up.
AFC West. How do you want to do this? 1 through 4. Shoot. Like what are we doing?
I'll go 4-1.
4 to 1.
You're 4. We'll go 4-4, 3-3, 3-2, so on and so on. I'll let you go first. I'll let you show 4, and then I'll do 3 first, 2 for back and forth. So who's your worst team? Say it already.
The Chiefs. Let me explain. You do not get rid of Tyreek Hill and replace him with the TikTok wonder Juju. That's number 1. Number 2, that defense has not improved in comparison to the offenses in the rest of the division, as well as they might be the worst defense in the division. The fact that they have Patrick Mahomes, and I think context matters. They may be the worst team in the division, but still have a winning record. Like I firmly believe that. But I just don't see them going higher than 2. I don't see them winning the division at all. I'll give them second if like their defense is able to turn it on like that Super Bowl run. But when I'm speaking, you listen because I'm right and you freaking know it. Patrick Mahomes is great, but when you have the other 3 people in your league,
it does not matter. Listen
the
here.
same reason why I think the
No,
Vikings are
shut your
winning
mouth.
that
Sit
division.
back.
The
Shut your mouth and
Vikings are
sit
winning
back.
their division with Aaron
Shut
Rodgers.
your mouth
You
and
think I'm not going to
sit back.
call out the other team?
Sit back.
Listen to me.
Sit back. It does not matter. The worst team in that division, I'm sorry to tell you this, the Broncos. Okay, because listen, here's what. They got Russell Wilson, yes. They got pieces. But they still don't have enough. It just doesn't matter. The fact that you think Patrick Mahomes can't carry you, you can have no defense. It doesn't matter. He's going to put enough points up to pass how many points are scored. It does not matter you. Okay. Broncos are the worst. It just until I see Russell Wilson have the chemistry he needs to with that offense, as good as he is, he's not the worst quarterback in that division, but he's on the worst team in my opinion.
See, like this is where the conversation gets interesting, because like you rank this in quarterbacks, you're gonna have a different situation than like the best teams, and then the best defenses and the best offenses.
So much. The quarterback matters so much for the team. That's like saying putting Tom. Okay, if you put Tom Brady on the Chiefs, and you're gonna say they're the worst team in the division, no, because Tom Brady's Tom Brady. I hate to say that as a Falcons fan,
but I'm not looking at it that way. Patrick Mahomes has never.
You have to look at it that way.
He hasn't carried a team. Let me explain.
The only reason they got as far as they did was because of them.
He has had Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, both of them, which we could both agree on are going to be Hall of Famers one day. So you have 2 Hall of Famers.
You don't think Mecole Hardman can replace him? Mecole Hardman is a GOAT. Give him time, boy.
This is my point, though. This is my point. He has never carried a team. Was he Deshaun Watson in that playoff run when he came back from like all 3 of his playoff games? No,
you know who
he hasn't.
Who I'm going to draft in our fantasy league now? Just to spite you.
Draft
Pat Mahomes and Mecole Hardman. Done.
Take him.
Winning it all.
Take Juju too. Why don't you take Juju? Why aren't you taking Juju?
No, let's not go that far. There are some things maybe like 12th round. Maybe like 12th round.
If you don't take him, I'm gonna fly to Atlanta. But I just need to say this. when he did quote unquote carry his team, his division was not this. His division was not this. That's all I got to say. He's not carrying a team through a 4-game playoff stretch. He's carrying them through a 17-game stretch. And 6 of them are going to be against his division. And that's not including when he's going to have to go up against Tom Brady or the Rams or the Packers or any of those guys. I mean, he's still winning 10 games at least. But
Okay.
I don't think it's, I don't know. Like,
Okay.
number 3.
Raiders.
You're going to give me eczema.
That's probably true. But
It's the Broncos, clearly.
well, I put the Broncos at 4, so I almost put them at 3.
Because you're supposed to put the Chiefs at 3. Like, that would have been the better answer.
No.
If you pull some
No.
silly shit where you said they're 1, if you pull some silly shit, I'm going to kill you.
Listen, the Raiders are going to be very good this year. The problem is they're in the toughest division out of everyone.
We're going to preface
Their
that
their stadium is amazing. Their stadium is amazing. I won't lie. Drove past it in Vegas. Great stadium. It looks amazing. I would love to go into it. Can't wait, honestly, to go to a game one day there. Derek Carr and Devontae Adams is going to be one of the scariest duos in the league. I fully think that that's going to be one of the scariest things out there. I just don't. It's the same thing as defense. I don't see their defense stopping enough necessarily. They're very good, but I just don't see it. You just said Pat Mahomes doesn't matter, can't carry his team, and you're gonna give me that face now when I said team isn't that good on defense.
So did you not watch last year? I'm curious. Where were you last year?
I was still crying in my hole from the 2018 Super Bowl loss.
Okay, so maybe I should inform you. That defense is legit. Okay. Legit. Like, they won games because of their defense. Who was it that they played first round in the wild card last year? I'm blanking.
No wild card. I don't remember.
But they won that game solely off of their defense.
That was last year. So you're expecting them to be the exact same.
They didn't lose anyone. You said Devontae Adams. Like, this is how I know you're not, like, being fair. You said Devontae Adams. You forgot Hunter Renfrow had 100 receptions last year. You forgot Darren Waller.
He's a good tight end.
Arguably, like, I would put him in the category of George Kittle and Travis Kelce in terms of route running and receiving.
That's putting him a little higher than I think you should right now. Just a little bit, not much. Just a little bit, though.
I think he's in that I said route running. I never said best tight end. I just said route running. This guy's legit.
Yeah, but you put him in the category just now with best tight ends.
No, I said route running, though. I didn't say he's in the best of the. I didn't say he's top 3. I just said he's on their level of route running.
Okay.
And Josh Jacobs is probably the most underrated running back in the league, honestly.
I will agree to that statement. I will agree to that one.
I'm looking at their weapons, and dare I say, I like the chances of the Raiders' weapons more than I like the chances of the Chiefs' weapons currently.
I think, but also, like, I will say this. I think every team but the Broncos is going to end up having like 13 wins. I think it's going to be a madhouse. Like, they're all just, it's going to suck whoever doesn't win the division, because it's going to be like,
they could have won
the division in every other division besides the AFC West.
Totally.
So who's your 2? I swear to God, if you say who I think you're about to say, you're lying.
Can I be honest? I don't know. Like, I
you
really
have to
don't.
pick. You have to pick.
Out of these 2,
yes.
But, like, just to see your reaction, I'm going to say the Chargers. And this is why. You put your headphones back on right now. I swear to you, I will come. Let me explain why. Where were the Chargers last year? Around February. Where were they? Were they playing? January, February, were they playing? No.
January, like
Like
beginning
the
of January.
beginning. They didn't even make it. Do I think they
I
have the
know.
best defense in the league, that division? 100%. But
How
Justin
you
Herbert,
not?
let me explain. What did they add on offense? What, like, am I missing something? They have a
They
I
did
great.
found
add
this on the
someone.
web.
Whoa. Sorry. What was that? I don't think they added. And wait, before we get into this, who's your number two? The
The
Raiders?
Chiefs.
Oh,
The Raiders are 3.
I forgot.
I just
I hate you. I hate you. Dear God. The Chiefs at 2.
Patrick Mahomes is so good that it doesn't matter. He puts you at number 2 of a division.
No, he doesn't.
He does.
No, he doesn't. The only reason Aaron Rodgers is number 2 is because the Lions and Bears exist.
The fact that you don't have Packers at number 1 hurts me. The fact that you don't have the Chargers at number 1 in this division hurts me.
I'm trying to explain to you. They have the
Go
best
ahead.
defense.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
They have the best defense. But you are still looking, Google searching who they added on offense.
I'm saying if they did add in one.
They didn't. That matters. That significantly matters. At least the Chiefs added someone. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Well, they kind of had to. They kind of had.
they had to, but like they added someone. They are the only team in that division that didn't add anyone on offense. Do you like the Broncos added Russell Wilson? The Raiders added Devontae Adams. Like, okay, the Chiefs added Juju, but like whatever. Like that's why they're 4th for me.
So you have
But, like,
Raiders at 1, just because Raiders
The
1.
Raiders
okay.
at 1. I think the best defense is with the Chargers, but that offense with Justin Herbert, I think he needs time, and I think he's going to go off to a slow start. I think he's going to get to it, and he's going to make it make sense, but it's going to take him a little bit. I don't see their weapons being that much better than the Chiefs. Like,
So
no,
here, okay.
let me change that. I don't see their weapons being better than like the Broncos. I think the Chiefs have better weapons, but like they're not the Raiders' weapons. I think the Raiders, in terms of balance, is the most balanced. But the best defense is definitely with the Chargers, which is why I think it's going to hold them on until towards the end of the season where they finally figure it out and they get in second place.
So that's okay. Whether or not whatever team we think is the best or worst, they're all close to each other. Let's just be real on this. They're all very close to each other.
100%. We're picking hairs here.
Who wins the division and who takes, like, what order do you have their division? Like 1 through 4. How does their division end at the regular season?
At the end of the regular season, I really think the Raiders get 1. I think the Chargers get 2. And I will give you the Chiefs might make it 3. And I think that those 3 can make it to
Okay.
all 3 of them.
We agree on that. The order is different. We agree that the Broncos, I'm sorry, Russell Wilson, you're sitting at 4. I think
100%.
I think the Chargers defense wins them the division. I really do. Like it's that level. Like it's scary because they added a lot on defense though. They added defensive pieces. So their defense,
It's Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa.
Listen, they could easily score 14 points on offense and that be enough. Like they might not have to put more than 2 touchdowns up. That's the scariest part about it. That's why
we have to see it to believe it.
We do, yes. But I'm sorry, if you were to tell me that Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack were playing against me, I'm a quarterback, I'll be like, how is my backup feeling this week? Because I like my legs attached to my body.
But like last year, the reason why they went out this offseason and got all those pieces is because last year's defense was not this. Like they were not good.
Yeah, and they still all they had to do was
So
tie.
it's going to take
all they
them
had to
time.
do was tie though. All they had to do was tie and they go to the playoffs.
Yeah, but their play calling was terrible.
Still, I still think
so. It's the coaching still there.
I think
the offense is still
doesn't
there,
matter.
and they have to figure it out on defense. Like,
but yeah, when you're naturally that good though, like there's some players that don't like you're just that good. I think Chargers 1, Chiefs 2, Raiders 3, but it's separated by like a game to 2 games, like not much at all. Like it's barely going to be a difference. Like Raiders and Chiefs might like take 2 wild card spots with the same record for all I know.
Oh, 100%. I think I could see that scenario happening within any of those 3 teams. Like
Yeah.
2 of them having the same record, making the wild card. But I just think my team in that West is the Raiders, and I don't think. I think it's like 1.5 games or more. Like that's my line. I think they win it by at least 2. Because they you know what they are in defense, you know what they are in offense, and given everyone's healthy, you just drop Devontae Adams in there when they needed a solid number 1. When Jerry, what's that guy's name that got arrested?
Judy.
Jerry, I think he was on the Broncos. What's the other one?
It's
Henry Ruggs.
That's-
Henry Ruggs.
You said Jerry. I said Judy. This guy's name. I forgot Henry Ruggs. Yeah. He just
I
flew
just
right
think-
past my my brain. You know, I didn't even think about it. Just was gone so fast.
Yeah, he was son of a gun. But honestly, I'm sweating. That was a good one. I can't wait for this season just to even just see how the AFC West goes.
It's
But-
gonna be madness.
We got some
God.
things in the woodwork for you guys. A little Premier
Yep.
League action,
Next week,
possibly some fantasy football.
We gotta see how the league is shaping up before we determine that one. But hopefully, either way, next week is gonna be Premier League for sure, and then the week after that, if we get everything worked out, it'll be a massive pod. If it all works out, and then after
So-
that, I will.
Will be our first live pod. So
Will
we
it be that
got
week?
some things
Will
cooking.
will it be that week?
It would
let's
be that
see.
week.
No, the week after. The week after. The 6th, it will be the 6th. That would be the 6th.
Okay, so we'll figure out something in between.
We're
then.
really good at
Before the
math.
live. Well, I'm an engineer. That's me. I
These are-
build things.
all right, guys. Like,
Great
subscribe,
pod.
all that good
All
stuff.
of that stuff, man. Brandon, peace.
I'll see you, bro.